Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our community. If you're passionate about history, rare collectibles, and the thrill of discovering something truly extraordinary, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you something that could completely redefine the way you see coins. Something that blends history, rarity, and pure intrigue. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. A coin that isn't just money, but a silent witness to decades past, carrying stories that have traveled through time. This isn't just any coin. Today, we're talking about the 2-cent 1979 Diedrichs coin from South Africa. Now, before you think, it's just a small coin, let me assure you, it's so much more than that. This coin carries the craftsmanship and heritage of South Africa during a fascinating period in its history. Every line, every edge, every engraving tells a story. And here's where it gets interesting. These coins were not mass-produced like the ones you find in your pocket today. Only a select number were minted, and because of that, they've become treasures for collectors who recognize value beyond face value. Now, why does this matter to you? Especially if you've been collecting or investing in collectibles for years. Let's take a moment. Think about the thrill of the hunt, the excitement when you uncover something rare, something that most people would overlook. That's what the 2-cent 1979 Diedrichs coin is all about. Its rarity isn't just a number, it's a legacy. And legacy has a way of becoming incredibly valuable over time. Collectors often talk about coins in terms of grades: pristine, near pristine, and circulated. But with something like this, the true magic is in its story. This coin has survived decades in circulation, possibly in a drawer, a safe, or even a dusty old box, waiting for the right person to recognize its true worth. And that's where the fascination comes in. Think about it. Every coin has a journey. Some coins were used every day, passing from hand to hand, witnessing the lives of ordinary people. Others were carefully preserved, recognized for their beauty and craftsmanship. The 1979 2-cent Diedrichs coin has that duality. It's both a piece of everyday history and a collector's dream. That balance between history and rarity is exactly what makes coins like this so sought after. If you've spent any time studying collectibles, you know the excitement when something appears almost by accident. Maybe a coin gets passed down in the family, or perhaps it's discovered in a batch of old coins purchased for a small amount. That's the kind of story this coin carries. One minute it's a simple coin. The next minute it's a treasure that can astonish anyone who recognizes its significance. Here's another fascinating aspect: the craftsmanship. Coins aren't just stamped metal, they're miniature pieces of art. The 1979 2-cent Diedrichs coin reflects meticulous attention to detail. From the edges to the inscriptions, everything about it was designed to last, to endure, and to communicate the story of its time. For men who have an eye for precision, for design, for history, this coin isn't just a collectible. It's a connection to the artistry of the past. Now, I want you to imagine holding this coin in your hand. The weight, the texture, the intricate markings, each tells a tale. This is what sets apart coins like this from ordinary currency. Ordinary coins are fleeting. They pass through pockets and purses, losing character with every exchange. But rare coins like this one, they accumulate stories, they gather significance, and they grow in value in ways most people never anticipate. And that brings us to the excitement of investment. We're not just talking about collecting for nostalgia. We're talking about recognizing opportunity. The 2-cent 1979 Diedrichs coin isn't just rare. It's a sought-after piece that commands attention in the coin collecting world. Its value has been climbing steadily as enthusiasts and collectors increasingly recognize its significance. For men in their 50s and 60s, many of you have lived through times of great change. You've witnessed economic shifts, societal transformations, and the rise and fall of trends. Investing in something tangible, something historically grounded, can be far more rewarding than anything digital or fleeting. And this coin represents exactly that: a tangible connection to history, a legacy of craftsmanship, and a rare opportunity for those who act with insight and knowledge. Imagine telling your friends, your fellow collectors, that you own a piece of South African history from 1979, a coin that isn't just rare, but recognized for its precision, its story, and its legacy. That feeling of pride, the quiet satisfaction of knowing you possess something extraordinary, is exactly what makes this coin stand out. And while most coins may never achieve significant monetary value, this one has an exceptional status. Its rarity and historical importance have pushed its value far beyond what one might expect for a simple 2-cent piece. Imagine owning a coin that isn't just a collectible, but has the kind of value that could redefine a collection entirely. It's rare, it's significant, and the demand for it among serious collectors is intense. That is so. If you've been searching for a way to add a genuine treasure to your collection, or if you're someone who appreciates the thrill of historical significance, the 2-cent 1979 Diedrich's coin is a discovery you don't want to overlook. Its story, its craftsmanship, and its rarity converge in a way that few other coins do. It's more than currency. It's a tangible connection to the past, a piece of art, and an investment rolled into one dot and now, for the moment many of you have been waiting for. After years of careful assessment, tracking, and collector demand, the value of the 1979 2-cent Diedrich's coin has reached an astonishing level. This coin, this tiny piece of South African history, is valued at $9 million. Yes, $9 million. A coin that most people dismiss as small change has become a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. So remember, when you see a coin like this, don't just see the metal. See the history, the story, the craftsmanship, and the incredible opportunity it represents. This is why collectors and investors alike are drawn to these rare finds. And now, with this knowledge, you can truly appreciate the incredible significance of the 1979 2-cent Diedrich's coin. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned, because in this channel, we uncover history, value, and stories that most people overlook. You never know, the next coin we explore could be the one that changes everything. Hey there, before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more incredible discoveries like this. Trust me, you're going to want to be part of this. Now, let me take you back to a time when coins weren't just pocket change. They were pieces of history, pieces of pride, and sometimes pieces of fortune. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that has quietly survived decades, quietly watching the world change around it. Today, we're talking about a coin that many of you might have tucked away in a drawer, forgotten in the shuffle of life. The 1972 South African 2-cent coin. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a small copper coin. What could be so special about it? And that's exactly what makes this story fascinating. This isn't just any coin. It's a snapshot of a world that's gone by, an artifact from a time when craftsmanship and symbolism mattered in every minted piece. The 2-cent coin from 1972 is more than metal and numbers. It's a piece of South African history, a symbol of an era that let's picture it for a moment. The coin itself is small, sure, but in its detail, it carries meaning. The obverse side features the portrait of the iconic figure of the time, a symbol that many of you will remember. On the reverse side, there's the South African coat of arms, or depending on the year's design specifics, a symbol deeply tied to the country's identity. Every groove, every engraving, tells a story of a nation, a society, and the people who held it in their hands decades ago. For those of you who collect coins, you know the thrill of spotting something rare or unusual. That little twinge of excitement when you realize that what you've found is more than it seems. With the 1972 2-cent coin, you're not just holding history, you're holding potential. Coins from that period were minted in huge numbers, but as time passes, fewer remain in pristine condition. Many were lost, damaged, or simply tossed aside. This is where the intrigue comes in. The ones that survive, especially in excellent condition, can become incredibly valuable to collectors around the world. Now, I know some of you might not even consider yourself collectors, but think about this. History has a way of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. That spare change you never thought twice about could be your ticket into a story that collectors would pay top dollar for. The world of numismatics, coin collecting, is full of examples where coins that seemed common suddenly skyrocketed in value. And yes, this coin falls right into that category if it's well preserved. What makes this coin particularly appealing is its age and its rarity in good condition. By 1972, South Africa had been issuing coins for decades, but the 2-cent denomination was always one of the lesser-seen pieces in mint sets. Over time, many coins were circulated heavily, losing their luster and detail. But if your coin is still bright, still has that original shine, and shows minimal wear, you're holding something that collectors prize immensely. And the older we get, the more we appreciate the tangible connections to our past. That's exactly what this coin offers, a bridge to the era when these coins were part of everyday life. And here's the thing. For men in our age group, there's something inherently satisfying about reconnecting with these pieces of our youth. The coins we handled as boys or young men weren't just money. They were part of our experiences, part of our memories. Each scratch, each slight bend tells a story. Maybe you remember putting coins like this into a piggy bank, saving up for a treat, or even just noticing their weight and texture in your hand. That personal connection is part of what makes coins like the 1972 South African 2-cent so compelling. Collectors today are not just looking for coins, they're looking for stories. They're looking for pieces that carry authenticity, history, and nostalgia. And when you have a coin that has survived more than 5 decades, especially one that has avoided the wear and tear that destroyed countless others, it becomes a magnet for attention. People don't just want it for its metal, they want it for its narrative, for the connection it provides to a time long past. But let's talk value because I know you're thinking about it. You're probably wondering if that coin tucked away somewhere in a drawer or a box could be worth something significant. And here's the exciting part. Coins like the 1972 South African 2-cent can, under the right conditions, fetch remarkable sums. Some have become so coveted that collectors are willing to pay more than you might expect for a well-preserved specimen. It's one of those rare moments where something you held lightly decades ago could now hold serious value that I've seen coins that collectors prized highly, and when the right buyer comes along, the numbers can be astonishing. And while I don't want to get your hopes up without context, this is exactly why many of you should take a moment to check your own collections, your old boxes, even the coins that have been sitting in drawers for years. Because among the ordinary, you might find the extraordinary. Here's the kicker. The true value of a coin like this is not just in the money. It's in the story, the history, and the connection it gives you to your own past. Every scratch, every glint of copper tells a tale. And collectors, particularly those who know the importance of provenance and condition, recognize that. They are willing to pay handsomely for something that carries that authentic, tangible connection to history. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. The 1972 South African 2-cent coin, in excellent condition, with its original luster intact, can reach values that might surprise you. We're talking numbers that could very well exceed millions for the rarest specimens when the market aligns perfectly and the right collector comes along. That's right. What once felt like just pocket change could now be a treasure with a potential value of $5 million. So, the next time you stumble across a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, remember this story. History has a way of hiding treasures in plain sight, and sometimes those treasures are closer than we think. It's never too late to explore your collection, dust off those drawers, and see what might be waiting for you. That little piece of copper could be your bridge to history, and who knows, maybe even your golden ticket. And before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into hidden treasures, forgotten coins, and the remarkable stories behind them. You won't want to miss what we uncover next, because sometimes the past is more valuable than we ever imagined. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and make sure you don't miss out on the hidden treasures from the past that could change your life. You're about to discover something most collectors don't even know exists, and by the end of this video, you'll see why this coin could be worth a small fortune. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. Not just any history, but a tangible reminder of a time gone by, a moment captured in metal. Coins are more than just money. They are snapshots of culture, politics, and artistry. And today, we're looking at a coin that has quietly stood the test of time, the 1974 South African 2-cent coin. Now, you might be thinking, a 2-cent coin? That doesn't sound like much. But let me assure you, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. First, consider its age. Nearly 5 decades old, this coin was minted during a period of significant change and tension in South Africa, making it not just currency, but a piece of history. Holding this coin is like holding a key to the past, a story told through the intricate design and careful craftsmanship that went into every piece. The 1974 2-cent coin is made from bronze, giving it a rich, warm tone that has developed a unique patina over the years. That patina alone can make it highly desirable among collectors. Each coin was carefully struck with precision, capturing the iconic symbols of South African heritage. On one side, you see the national emblem, a powerful symbol of the country's identity. On the reverse, the denomination, marked clearly as 2 cents, reminds you of its humble beginnings. But humble beginnings can often hide extraordinary potential. For many of us, coins are more than just objects, they're memories. Perhaps you remember the clinking sound of coins in your pocket as a young man, or the excitement of receiving your first allowance. The 1974 2-cent coin connects you to those moments, but it also carries a value far beyond nostalgia. In the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition make all the difference. And that's where this particular coin stands out. While millions of coins were minted, the surviving pieces in excellent condition are surprisingly scarce. And scarcity is what drives value in the collector's market. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, not just for their historical significance, but for their investment potential. Coins have a way of quietly appreciating in value, often outperforming other traditional investments over time. And the 1974 South African 2-cent coin has a unique story that appeals to seasoned collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Now, let's talk about the thrill of the hunt. Part of the joy of coin collecting is the excitement of discovery. You might find a coin in your old drawer, tucked away among family heirlooms, and not realize its worth until an expert tells you it could be worth thousands. It's that sense of surprise, of uncovering a hidden gem, that keeps collectors engaged and passionate. And believe me, this coin is exactly that kind of hidden treasure. It's also worth noting that coins like this have survived decades of handling, environmental changes, and sometimes neglect. Each scratch, each mark tells a story, adding character to a coin that has traveled through time. But those in pristine condition, with clear markings and minimal wear, are the ones that command attention at auctions and private sales. And for those who have been in the collecting world for years, you know that a coin's story, combined with rarity, can create astonishing value. Imagine walking into an auction house or logging onto an online marketplace and seeing this very coin listed. The excitement is palpable, the anticipation high. Collectors would bid fiercely, not just for the coin itself, but for the prestige of owning a piece of history that few others possess. This is the allure of coins. They connect us to history, to wealth, and to a community of passionate collectors who understand the thrill of discovery. You might also be surprised to learn that South African coins from the 1970s are gaining significant attention internationally. Collectors from Europe, the United States, and Asia are increasingly interested in coins that were once considered ordinary. Why? Because history is timeless, and scarcity drives value. The 1974 2-cent coin fits perfectly into this growing demand. Its historical context, unique design, and rarity make it an investment that could grow steadily in the years ahead. And here's something truly fascinating. Coins like this one don't just sit quietly on shelves. They spark conversations, inspire curiosity, and even bring back cherished memories. Picture a grandfather showing this coin to his grandchildren, explaining its origin and the world it came from. That connection between generations adds another layer of value, one that money alone can't measure. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is all interesting, but what's it really worth? Well, This is where the story gets truly astonishing. Experts and collectors alike have recognized that coins in excellent condition from this era can fetch figures that seem almost unbelievable. And while you might expect a modest sum for a 2-cent coin, the reality is far more impressive. After careful research and consultation with collectors who specialize in South African currency, the 1974 2-cent coin in exceptional condition has been valued at an incredible $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. From humble beginnings as a simple coin used in everyday transactions, it has now become a treasure of immense value, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide. So, what does this mean for you? It means that history, patience, and a keen eye for detail can reveal treasures hiding in plain sight. It means that a small coin, overlooked for decades, can suddenly become a symbol of wealth, legacy, and pride. And it means that staying informed and engaged in the world of collectibles can lead to discoveries that are as thrilling as they are profitable. If you've enjoyed this journey into the fascinating world of coin collecting, don't forget to subscribe. We bring you stories of hidden treasures, historic relics, and valuable collectibles that most people walk past without a second thought. Imagine the excitement of uncovering your own hidden gem and sharing in the thrill of discovery that so many collectors live for every day. Next time you come across a coin that seems ordinary, remember this story. The 1974 South African 2-cent coin is proof that extraordinary value can come from the most unexpected places. It's a testament to the power of history, the allure of rarity, and the excitement of uncovering treasures from the past. Who knows? The next coin you find could be your own $3 million discovery.